Peace, blessings, and wholeness, family. February 25th or 24th. I'll leave the date in the description. Here at the first plot, just doing some observations. Rode the cruiser over here today, and just wanted to go over some notes that I have and what the garlic's looking like at this point in late winter, almost early spring. So let's get into it. So in this first bed, there is 6 different varieties of garlic, and that's why like one is coming up real good right there, and then this half of the bed like isn't even coming up yet. It's because they're different varieties and they all come up at different times. Some are earlier, some are later, but you can see there's some more garlic coming up through there. And the beds have a really thick mulch. I've only watered very minimally. If you come down here, 10:20, it rained 10:19, rained 10:28, 10:27, rained 11:1, 11:2, watered 11:6, watered 11:9, and then it rained 11:22, 11:23, and watered again on 12:8. And then that was the last time that I watered. And the people who share this garden with me watered it like once or twice after 12:8. And we've had pretty minimal snow and rain through January. But if you put your hand down in the mulch, it's still very moist down there. Soil's looking right. It's got real good amount of moisture. So I'm sure as the heat moves forward, some watering will need to be done, but each one of these beds has irrigation drip line, so we'll be turning that on when the time is right, after it's not going to freeze at night anymore. But you can tell that it really wants to be spring. I don't know if these elderberry cuttings, you can see it's coming up right here. These garlic coming up real nice, but then they're like a little bit smaller over here. I don't know if these cuttings are getting ample amount of moisture that they need, but hopefully they are, and it just dried out on top, and then it's gonna re-sprout from the bottom. But then these next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows are all the same variety of garlic, and that's why you can see they're all coming up pretty nicely. Just look for the greens, little tiny greens, and you can see these ones were only like 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4 rows of garlic. And they have tree seeds down the middle as well, so we'll see how those do. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows wide. You can see all the garlic coming up, and this is a variety that comes from the Finger Lakes region of upstate New York. He's been growing it for over a decade, and now I've been growing it for a few years. I bought in some more seed from him, and it's just cool to see how well, garlic's been adapted all across the world, but something that he's been growing in a much wetter region for over a decade to bring it out here, where we only get an average of 7 inches of rain a year. To see it coming up that good really makes me feel good. So, and then you can see as the rows went on, I only had 3 rows left, so I started to plant it more dense. So this has see it better from this side. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it went to 5 rows and then 6 rows in this bed. And then I think I went to 7 rows on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, 6 rows again. And then there's tree seeds down the middle. That gap right there. See, it's 3 rows of garlic, 3 rows of garlic, and then tree seeds down the middle. And then the 6th row, got all the garlic coming up nicely and healthily. It's beautiful to see it all coming up at this point in late February. So all of this garlic will harvest about the first week of July, and then I'll have a whole bunch of starter plants ready to go in the ground, take their place, and farm the back half of the season. So peace, blessings, and wholeness. This is the garden plot update, and we will see you on the next one. Thank you for your support.